And welcome to part 2 of the tutorial for effective communication. So we left off with the beginning of the search for internet sources on academic or specialized topics. So what I'd like to demonstrate now are the advanced ways of using Google. So on your worksheet, you will, at the end of this section, complete the relevant section on pasting and writing a URL of a website you've discovered. State why you chose the website and what information it provides you about your topic. So let's start with Google as we all know it. I'm going to maintain my search terms, Mexican-American immigration. I could, of course, change it to Mexican immigration, United States, or any number of other topics that might be worth exploring. Notice at the very top, I can search by all, I can search by news, by images, shopping, videos, etc. What I'm going to do, however, is go into settings and use advanced search. And here I'm going to show you 3 options. So you'll notice I can search in any of these ways, and then I can narrow results. We're going to narrow our results just simply by using .gov. And then examine the results, looking at the URLs. You notice in green, we're getting information from the Library of Congress, loc.gov. Same for the second result. Then bottom line, seattle.gov. I assume that's the city of Seattle. Scrolling down, NPS is the National Park Service.gov. Next one down is National Library of Medicine, National Institute of Health.gov. Scrolling down further, we've got something from the House of Representatives. We could limit this further or specify further that we wanted .ca.gov, which would give us, you'll notice, information coming from the California government. This is the parks. I'm not sure what CDSS is, maybe Immigration Services, and so on and so forth. So by using cite : and limiting to .gov, we get government sources. We can do the same thing with .edu. Again, note that I just changed the form of this from cite : .gov to cite : .edu. And something's wrong here. You don't want a space. Yeah, all right. So now you'll see that the URLs in green are coming from .edu domains. I assume University of North Texas, University of Arizona, University of New York, Smithsonian Institution, Brown University, Stanford University, University of Pennsylvania, and so on and so forth for .edu. Finally, you can do the same thing with .org. And now you will get sources from organizational websites. So migrationpolicy.org, wikipedia.org, PES.org. Keep in mind with organizations that you'll need to consider carefully what the organization is about. It could be a lobbying organization for political purposes. It could be a nonprofit think tank. It could be an educational nonprofit organization. But always take a look at the About page when you can find it to see what organization is producing the information. So now your last step here for your exercise is to search Google using advanced search for your search terms, and then limit to .org, .gov, .edu, and choose a source and enter it onto your exercise sheet. Once you've completed that, the last step is to formulate a research question. So having developed search terms, having run your search terms into the library catalog for books, and found 2, having used your search terms in the library databases to discover articles, 2, you then finally moved to use the internet, Google.gov, .edu, .org, in order to find a website that was relevant. final step is to formulate a research question, to think more carefully and critically about what it is that you're interested in knowing. Do you want to know, for example, about the migrant experience of Filipinos who come to the United States? Or do you want to know about the laws related to immigration or the effects of policy of the Trump administration on immigration? Or do you want to know how immigration is represented in movies or television, or how the media documents and reports on immigration issues? Do you want to know the history of your family as a migrant community? There's a variety of interesting and important questions to be asked. Your last step then is to formulate those questions. And you will, at the end of all of this, save the document and send it by email to Marianne. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me, Aaron, at the library to make an appointment to come in and see me. And we look forward to meeting with you. All right. Bye-bye.